Hello, and it's Miss Deanie. You're hearing my voice and seeing my hands again, right? And welcome to Mariposa's Fusion Food Kitchen. And yes, we're back. So this is the peppers, the pepper mash and everything to make into pepper sauce. It's been cooked down for about 15 minutes with the vinegar and the water. I also took the liberty of adding some lemon oil flavoring to add to it a little bit more. If you don't wish to add oil flavoring, edible oil flavoring that is, then by all means do that. Now we are ready to decant it or pour it into this, a clean jar. Right? So don't be a sloppy Sam and actually have a jar and it's not clean and it's got all bits and pieces of food in it. Don't do that. Make sure to put it into a clean jar. Now also, whilst this was cooking for about 15 minutes, I also put about half a teaspoon of xanthan gum to kind of give it a little bit more body and a bit more thickness. You let it cook in for at least 10-15 minutes, and once it's done that, you move on to the next stage. Like I said, the decanting of this into a jar. Now if you've got a funnel, you can do this, but if the mouth is wide enough, you can just pour it in like I'm doing now. Just make sure it gets poured in. If you'd like to re-blend this, then I suggest you do so and let it cool down a little bit slightly first, and then you blend. Just gonna get the last few bits. Just one moment. And here we have it. Pepper sauce. Now this amount that I've made, it might look a little bit watery at first, but as it cools down with quite a lot of these pepper sauces and things, they will actually thicken up as it cools down. So don't worry if it's a little bit runny. It will thicken, and it's got the xanthan gum in there too, so it will thicken because of that. If you don't have xanthan gum, then I suggest you use something else that's gluten-free, or, well, could add flour, but something else is gluten-free, preferably like cassava flour, yam flour, and I don't mean sweet potato yam, I mean proper yam, West African yam flour, or even potato starch, just a tiny bit of potato starch to thicken this up. So let's take a closer look. This is so lovely, and the smell is quite gorgeous as well. Right, so what you do is you leave this to cool. I'm going to cover it over slightly and put it at my windowsill so it can cool even quicker. And the next day, or even the same night, if it cools quick enough, it can be ready to use. Yep, that's cooled down enough already. So guys, this is my curried goat in preparation for Christmas Day. I'm going to have a range of things. There's curried goat here, and then this is jerk pork. Now I suppose most of you have heard of jerk chicken. You can do it with pork as well, you can do it with fish. And in this bowl somewhere, yep, this is green bananas. This is one of the many starchy things that Jamaican people eat with their food. This is going to go with the ackee and saltfish which I'm going to be cooking soon enough, and that will have to be another video though. So thank you for watching. I hope you try out this pepper recipe, or at least if you don't try a hot pepper recipe, perhaps you might have a lot of sweet peppers or bell peppers to use. So by all means experiment, and I hope if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Holiday anyway. So see ya, and make sure you have a good New Year.